I beg you, give care to your birds. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Taps Farm, our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for supporting us, and this time we've come with something very new for a starter farmer. If you to know you're a farmer and to be a profitable business as a farm, you must have a poultry house. A poultry structure is key. For profit, for income, and for growth, you must have poultry structure. So, this time, I want to share with you how can you make a simple, clear, and ready structure for your birds. What do we need? We go straight. Number one, you need timber. This timber is able to make you cut costs instead of using bricks, a lot of concrete, a lot of cement expensively. This timber cuts you, it saves you a lot of money. You need wood. Wood is used for roofing, for making walls, for making corners, for making supporting stuff. So all that is good for our housing. You need iron sheets. Iron sheets, either they are for roofing or for the putting in the sides. As long as you don't have bricks, iron sheets work very well because they're even cheaper. So I need to share with you again that you need mesh. We need a mesh that is big or the one that is small. If you have this kind of mesh, the small one, it's better because no small birds will enter, and those small birds, if they don't enter, it means you don't get infections from the wild birds outside, and if they enter, they cause you infections from outside. This big one protects some rodents, big ones that are strong, so you need it too. Now, how do we construct it? A structure should be at least 8 feet high, and you ensure that it has enough aeration. That is why the mesh is there. This mesh gives a lot of aeration, because if you don't give aeration to your birds, they will start getting cough, flu. Of course, droppings never dry, so the structure is not dry. You end up having coccidiosis in your birds. Basically, you need aeration. That's when the mesh comes up. Yes, if you can come and check on this structure is made in such a way that it is high enough, and again, the aeration is also enough. You see, we have 3 layers of wire mesh. The 3 layers are not specifically that we had too much mesh, we had no wood, but this is the right way to build your house. And because of the thieves also, we can't put so big spaces of the mesh, so we keep putting in the wood in between. Like you see this space from here to here, there is wood inside, there is a log, which means a thief will cut this one, will not be able to cut there. And then, of course, with the wood, once you're cutting, the person around will hear you, the guards will hear you. So we try to put something that is stronger, not simply cut and then you go inside quickly. No, you have to struggle to enter. And also, you see this one, there's also wood here. That means the thieves, or maybe big rodents like dogs, they're all chased out. Yes, our structure, you see this small iron sheet here. On this level, we try to protect the water from entering. Because when we talk of 8 feet high, it means the aeration is enough, but also the rain may be your problem. Either you can put tarpaulin, but I decided to put iron sheets that make it permanent, because at this level, if the rain comes, these iron sheets will be able to cover and then protect the rain from entering. Raising your structure, ensure you have proper, clean and clear iron sheets. We don't need any rain in your structure. Once the rain hits your birds, they are finished. If they get infections, they lose immunity, so they should be cared for. I love my birds, so care for your birds properly. On this, I beg you, give care to your birds. If you consider your structure, you would wonder how big should it be. So this structure is meant for 500 birds. Each square meter covers 8 birds. So when we talk of a meter, let us say this is a meter. My hand is a meter. Of course, I'm short, but let us say your hand my hand is a meter. One hand is like this, one hand like this is a meter. So if I say meter, this is a radius like this. There you expect that we have 8 birds per square meter. 1 meter squared is 8 birds. Therefore, when you bring 500 birds, you get 500 divide by 8, you get number of square meters you want. So 25 feet by 30 is our standard for 500 birds, because we don't want congestion and we don't want also wastage. If I talk this structure, if you look at it, the length is now 30 feet, the length, and the width is 25 feet. Meaning, if you make a storage one, you would find that you have 500 birds down, 500 up. But because we're talking about starter farmers, you cannot talk of a storage house because it's expensive to start. Start with what is available in your locality. As long as you can afford the timber, you can afford the mesh, you can afford the iron sheets, you're good to go. And if you don't have the timber, you can also use iron sheets, especially the old iron sheets, the scrap iron sheets. Okay, we look at this foundation. The foundation was made by bricks, because at this place we're on, there is a lot of water down, and again also there are snakes, there are what. So we thought it's better to use iron sheets. I mean, to use the bricks instead of iron sheets, because iron sheets anyway they are more expensive here. Because if you have your own soil, you can make your own bricks, and of course, if you are able to put bricks together, you can construct the thing yourself. Instead of buying iron sheets, you can use your soil and then you build with a strong foundation. But if you don't have the soil, let us say you are in a town, iron sheets remain cheaper. So we are done with the outside part. How do you do the inside part? If the inside part, you ensure that the floor is even, it is very flat. When you flatten the floor, you ensure you're sure that the coffee husks or the husks you put there never slant on one side. Because once they slant on one side, it means one side does not have the husks and the other side has the husks, too much of it. Meaning your birds will be able to go on one side, and instead of enjoying the whole structure, you end up having an even distribution of birds in your structure. Gentlemen and ladies, I think finally want to share with you on the lighting. As I told you of the aeration, yes, because of aeration, we also gain the lighting. It should be fully lit by 6 a.m. If you're in Africa, in Uganda, by 6 a.m. there should be light in your birds. They should be able to wake up and start eating. Because we want these birds to eat minimum 10 hours. Because a bird consumes 1.2 grams of feed per day. If you don't give it enough hours, to end up consuming like less than 1.2 grams. And once it consumes less than that, don't expect to have the eggs. So we've talked about construction, aeration, lighting, the floor. What are we to do else? We need the swinging poles in the structure. You see, when we talk of 25 feet by 30, birds are there. You see the house is full. So we need each bird after eating, it is able to climb up. After eating, should climb up so that it plays. The ground is left with a few birds, and those birds will enjoy because the place will dry up. They start scratching the ground, they play, they swim. Then your birds have peace of mind, have peace, they're healthy, they give you the eggs. Yes, thank you for watching. Katab's Farm is your channel. Please, if you are new on this channel, please subscribe. Click the button, hit the warning bell, so that every video that comes up every week, you're able to receive it and don't miss out on any video. Thank you so much. We meet in the next video. Bye.